Hey there, whoever's in the room. I'm just setting up my page so I can see what you guys are saying here on my computer. I thought it would be really nice to go live, and I'm cutting fabrics today for the Bohemian kits that are already sold, and I'm also cutting fabrics for the Bohemian fabric bundles that you guys have purchased or are able to purchase. I have them in my shop right now. So let me go to my page here and see what I got. If it'll let me, right? It's always a task, always something to do here. Let's see here. Looks like I have one person so far. Let me guess, it must be Kristen, my channel. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so my plans are to, here I am. Now I can see myself on my computer. Is to cut some fabrics and some trims and kind of show you guys what I do when I create the bundles and when I put pieces in the Bohemian kits and stuff like that. I have a ton of fabrics next to me here. I have this here, which I got these huge bins that I am grabbing from. I don't know if you guys can see that on the side. But my goal is, hey Terry, how you doing? I figured I might as well just, I have to cut fabric today. Is the view blurry like yesterday? Because my phone is clear, but my computer looks a little bit like foggy. Let me know. I have my picture here on my phone is awesome. It's just my computer photo, my viewing is not so awesome. So I'm not sure. I'm learning here. Yes, it's foggy. So weird. I am not sure why it's different. Maybe it's my lighting. Maybe I change my camera here. Let's see if this works. All right, I'm gonna shut my blinds a little bit. Maybe the sun from being behind is doing all this. So let's see here if this makes a difference at all. I'm gonna put my camera back where I wanted it. Is that a little bit better? And then I guess maybe one thing I should do is check my camera lens and see if that makes a difference. Yeah, I am not sure why, but let's see if I can get closer. Maybe it make a difference. As I'm showing my chest, I apologize. All right, see if we can do this. Yeah, it's just still frustrating because the color in this, because my camera, I'm looking at my camera on my phone and it's beautiful. But I'm looking at my computer and it's not so beautiful. Foggy, and the color you can't really see. But it's like Christmassy colors. It's so frustrating because I want to give you guys the best view. And it must be YouTube then, because I know my camera is showing one way and then my computer is showing a different. So yeah, so I was gonna go ahead and I'll be cutting fabrics. I had to cut fabrics today anyways. Figured you guys could drink with me as I'm doing this. But I even have my trims. Some trims I'm cutting for the kits. These are not in the fabric bundles, but these are in the Bohemian kits that sold out. I'm just trying to finish up the boxes that I do have. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of both, but so I could kind of show you guys here, get to see me. But right over there is what I'm feeling today. So no makeup. You get to join me. So that is what I'm doing today. Hopefully, right? I get right back up. I'm making you guys dizzy today. I'm like the worst camera woman. Let's say one thing I'm not so good at. So I have a few people here. I see Terry, you're here. Sorry yesterday, guys, I wasn't the best in spirits, but at least I got on. Pauline, thank you. Today, I just feel like, okay, I'm going to bypass the morning shower and just go ahead and just have fun. You know, I never get to show you guys myself crafting. I consider this crafting to me because I am cutting up things that are for you guys. So it's like my love, my type of thing. So, and I can't wait to share these things with you guys as I go along. And it's Sunday, so that means I could have a drink, I could just relax. So I guess I'll go right at it. Feel free if you guys want to tell me what you guys are working on. I'd love to know. I know some of you guys have purchased some junk journal kits from me. I know also the fabric bundles, especially the decorative fabric bundles. Again, I apologize. I'm not sure why it's foggy. I don't know what's any different right now than it was before, but so pretty much for the junk journal kits, these are the pieces for it. So what I normally do is like I get all this beautiful, you know, trims, woven trims. I like using vintage. And so I measure exactly what's on the roll and then I divide it amongst how many kits I have. Like right now I have 25 that I need to fill and 3 additional extras for Kristen's video. 4 extra that are for, yeah, I think 3 or 4. I'm gonna say 3 I have available for Kristen's when she does an unboxing for her guests. But so I take this and I divide it by that. So I have 5. I have 28, so I divide whatever I have here by 28. So I share amongst equally what I have from everybody. So bear with me. I'm going to measure this. 2, 3. Isn't it beautiful though? 4, 5. Got a lot on this roll. 6. I have 7 yards, 4 inches. So 36 times 7 equals plus 4. So 256 divided by, I said I had 25 by 28. So it says it's about 9-inch cuts. So I need to cut, so I do a lot of math when I'm doing this with everything I do. So looks like everyone's getting like a 9-inch cut, which I'm gonna say 4, so it leaves me some extra because I like to do giveaways and have little extras of something. So it will be 8 inches. See, it's the smartest way of doing it because you want this equally, right, Pauline? So I want everyone happy that they got similar or almost exactly the same thing in each kit, which is kind of hard when you're doing 50 plus kits and it's totally 100% vintage item. It's hard to let it all go around. So I'm just gonna say 8-inch cuts. So I'm gonna need 28 of these. Aren't they just beautiful? Totally woven. So congrats to those who got these junk journal kits. There's going to be 3 available here after Kristen shows her video. But first come, first serve. Those 3 are not for hold. Those are definitely for whoever first come, first serve after that video is released. So if you guys want to keep those who don't have the newest kit, you might want to stay tuned for Kristen's video. So those who don't know who Kristen, she's from Rock Paper Treasures here on YouTube. And if you guys like me to, what I'll do is at the end of this live, I'll put her shop and her YouTube channel in there so then you guys can see what she does. And and see when she has that video, because that's when I'll put it up for grabs. Yeah, definitely Norwegian, but it definitely goes with the boho theme. Yeah. People love the variety of the colors in boho. But it's definitely, yes, vintage, Norwegian, or Dutch, or, you know, definitely beautiful. All right, so where am I at so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So Polly, what are you working on? 10. And Terry, you as well. It seems like you two are the ones who are in the room that are talking. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. So I hope I'm not boring you guys by doing this. I've never done this before. So I thought, well, why not? I'm already doing this. I might as well just get on. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, even though, you know, it's kind of different where you guys are typing to me and I'm just answering. It's like only one person's really voice is being heard. Ooh, Paris travel. Have you guys seen the most recent Happy Mail I got from Nan Johnson? She had sent me a journal that she made that was like a Paris theme. It was just gorgeous. You can't go wrong with the Paris theme. There's so many pieces you can use in Paris. Obviously not boho things, but I mean anything. Cottage chic, pastels, and things like that. And you can even glam it up with some jewelry and charms. Paris travel. I would love to do a travel kit. I just can't get past the Bohemian right now. Everyone's wanting Bohemian. I've been busy on Bohemian. It's crazy. I've been wanting to do travel, but I think definitely the next one is going to be, I know I did a garden botanical kit, but the next kit is going to be totally vintage, fabrics, linens, textiles, which are the same thing pretty much, embroidery, lace, lots of lace, and I was thinking about incorporating a couple shops into it. Julie from Jules Journals is making these amazing envelopes that are handmade envelopes that have music sheets and Paris and type of theme like you're doing, hun, and flowers, but not the Paris theme. It's just really gorgeous. It would go with it. All right, so it looks like this is what I have remaining, which I saved those pieces for like some other thing. And then I just put these in a box. Those boxes over there, which I'm gonna take you guys to it. You get to follow me. There you go. I'm just gonna go right over there. And so these boxes are for the fabric bundles. They're not for this. The fabric bundle ones are over here. I mean, the Bohemian kits are over here. So I'm just putting these in here as I go along. So each kit will get one. So that's what I'm doing now. I'll see you guys' comments here in a minute, but I figured you guys could join me, see how I do this. It's like an assembly line. I just keep going through here and I just keep adding these pieces to it. But those pieces I just cut are rather large. And so I just go through here and just keep adding to the boxes until I get the weight that I'm looking for that I told you guys that each kit weighs. And I just keep going and keep going. And I said I have 3 extra for Kristen's kits. And I did good. So I measured properly. So I saved these 3 for Kristen's kits. All right, so I'm back down here making you guys dizzy again. And I'm back. Sort of. Where the hell trying to make you so dizzy? All right, so these are for Kristen's, and let me see what I'm missing out here. I need to take a drink. what do I miss out? Norwegian, travel. Oh, cool. I mean, I'm learning what junk journaling is all about, and it's so neat seeing each person's creation. It's just amazing what you guys come up with. And it's a garage sale season. So flea markets, garage sales, I'm sure you guys got a lot of stuff out there you can find. It also helps with it. Yep, local Joann's. Seems like a lot of shops are having a lot of sales going on right now. Okay. So I'm going to move on to the next one. So I have, what is this one? Look how pretty this one is. Isn't that beautiful? Woven as well. I have a really huge roll of it, so I figured I'll share. This one I don't need a measure. I pretty much am going to do the same thing and just do 8. And just go that way. And what I'll do instead of filling the boxes in front of you guys, I'm just going to put them in here, and I just know how to do them in order as I do it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this here. I was thinking, since I'm doing this live, I was thinking of doing a giveaway. Either one of these fabric bundle kits, not this here, but the fabric bundles that I'll be cutting here in a little bit. So I'm just thinking how I'm going to do it. But I would like to do a giveaway on at least one of those boxes. So I figured while I am cutting, maybe I could brainstorm some idea. Any suggestions? I'm open for suggestions, but I'd like to do a giveaway for those who are live with me today, not those who watch this later. I'm sorry for you guys. I'm sure you guys have work and things like that going on. And I know this is like a surprise of me getting on, which is so not typical of me to just get on and start crafting in front of you guys. The paper is good, Pauline. You know, if you're a junk journaler, you have to have papers. New or old, it don't matter. Look how large. I mean, those are nice large pieces. I think it's awesome. Each one of those kits will get, like I said, there's going to be 3 available for Kristen's peeps. So you might want to keep an eye on when she does her video. If not, like I said, I had those fabric bundles, which you'll see if you guys have not heard. The fabric bundles I've put together that are available in my shop. But all that Bohemian beaded fabrics and stuff like that are in that bundle, and they're going to be between 8 and 10 ounces, which is a lot because the fabrics, most of them are lightweight, you know, a lot of silks, beaded silks. The beaded embroidery is a bit heavier, but you get a lot. I'm going to be separating it. Okay, I better stop here, count my thing, and see what you guys are saying. Okay. A weekly calendar, I see. Oh, wasn't that Valentine's Day music sheet beautiful? I have boxes of it. Matter of fact, Julie, like I told you, who's going to be, again, part of the next kit making these handmade envelopes and stuff, I sent her a big bundle of vintage music sheets. And she's going to use those for those envelopes for the next kit I'm making. Like I said, the Victorian, it's almost like Victorian, cottage chic, floral vintage from lace, embroidery and stuff. And she's going to have those in there. Gorgeous. I love vintage music sheets. I have boxes of it. Oh, awesome. So you ordered the Bohemian like kit, not the fabric bundle, right? Yeah, the Bohemian kit, if you got the Bohemian kit that Gail was showing off just recently too, you'll be getting these pieces in there. So the things, these embroidery pieces I'm doing will be in that. I'm trying to finish them up because they're due out by May 1st. Yeah, so this is how I do it. And you know, honestly, it takes me sometimes days to do cutting because, you know, when you have 50, 60 plus kits, you want to make sure everyone has equal. And I want quality items in my kits. I don't want just, you know, there's nothing wrong with the new, but my shop's more fabrics. I want to share fabrics and textiles, linens, and ribbons, anything that is quality and vintage. So, and everyone can have it, you know, affordable. So I'm glad you got one, hun. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. It is brave, especially when I always break out in like these hives on my chest. For some reason, I'm not nervous, but it's like I get these hot flashes. Ah, Lord have mercy. So thank goodness for a good, you know, vodka cranberry to help me, you know, calm my, you know, whatever going on in my hormonal female life. I'm telling you, near 40 and your life just seems to like unravel chemically. You know, it's like you just want to fall apart in hot sweats. Okay, so, okay, Pauline, you're saying something here. I'm actually saying blah, 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 blah. Okay, the link one with the lady in the front. Am I missing something here? Okay, so yeah, Ronnie, you got the kit. Yes, so these are pieces right now that I'm cutting, hun, are in your kit. So these are, I'm working on the woven trims right now. So these pieces you see, oh, I got these really cool vintage, they're not just vintage palms, these are vintage tassels. So I'll be cutting those too, that goes in that Bohemian kit that you got just recently. So yeah, I'm just sharing to see the little things. And then I'll be moving on to the beaded fabrics and things like that I'll be cutting. So I'm going to be on for a while. You guys are just going to cut with me, so. Oh, Terry, I think sometimes you're hard on yourself. I think you need to have a drink. You just go, you know, I am not perfect. I am just a one shop trying to make everyone happy, which sometimes is hard to do. Oh, yes, the pink one. I see, Pauline. Yes. The lady in front, then she has some kind of fancy hat. It was totally Valentine's Day. It was gorgeous, and I folded it in half, and I felt kind of guilty. But let me count these. 1, 2, 3. I need 28, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. Thank God for sticky notes so I can keep record. And thanks to Nan Johnson, she had sent me a ton of these. All right, so that's the number I'm on. But, yeah. Holy bejesus. Wow. Okay, well, I'm glad you're here. So I'm on count 16. All right. 17. 18. So I am all ears. One reason why I went live too is because I like to chat and talk as I do things. And usually I'm talking to myself. So I could talk to you guys, so I'm thinking out loud. And I would love to hear if you guys have anything to be working on. Obviously, I know that Pauline is working on a Paris theme. All right. Oh, drinking. Oh, yes. Well, some people do drink that early. Some people do. You never know. Well, then maybe nice tea or something like a... All right, I think I got it. So those are done for all the kits. I needed only 28. So I'll put those there. I'm going to touch my screen here. See, hey, Julie, I seen that you wrote. I'm not sure what, but I'll have to talk to you later. Libby, same thing. If you're on live here with me, I'll talk with you later. Hey, Paper Pixie. You get to join me live here, which I thought I'm already crafting, trying to cut these things for the Bohemian kits that all sold out. So they could kind of see what they have going in their kits before I send them out May 1st. I have 3 available soon as Kristen does her video. Only 3 left, so you know. I won't do it live. open up that listing live until after she does it. Hey, Kristen, I'm just talking about you and your shop. And of course, how I'm accumulating, you know, the ends of scraps for you too. If you guys don't know, Kristen, if you guys need to check out her shop, she's making these really cool pockets, junk journal pockets, and she hand makes them and sews them, and she's doing bohemian and like a spring garden theme and all that. So check those out. So those little snip bits and pieces are definitely hers, so she can make those really cool pockets. Hey, Betty, you made it on. Now, I know I thought I'd surprise everyone, Betty. I didn't tell no one. Well, I can't say I didn't tell no one. I told Kristen because I was asking her opinion if I should or shouldn't. You know, I was really, honestly, you know, if you guys want to talk heart to heart. Wait, I needed to add 3 extra. Okay. I need to stop talking sometime here. Just for a minute. Let me add 3 more here. My concern was, should I cut these beautiful bohemian, just vintage dresses and stuff live? I just don't want to offend people, a culture. They may be like wedding type things of others, and I just don't want to offend no one. She's like, girl, don't you worry about it. India is cutting up enough of their sari silks and stuff like that. So, okay, I agree with Kristen. All right, so someone calls someone mama. Now, is that Pixie, Paper Pixie, or Rim? I'm confused. Maybe because I haven't seen a whole lot of the videos of yours to understand your name. I'm open to know. Oh, Terry, are you talking about Kristen's pockets? I think she has a tutorial on, yeah, she has a tutorial on how to make those pockets. Oh, you mean cutting those dresses and stuff. Sure, obviously I don't use my good scissors. Those are for my, not bad scissors, but my not so fancy scissors. Or like a rotary type things. I know I have some I don't use my nice rotary tools because I'm afraid, like, I really like a different this here is, I'm not saying that it's a cheaper type of tool. This is more like Walmart or you get at, say, Joann's, but there is what's the other tool? I use that for my quilting. These are like my not fancy tools that I use for fabrics like that because they dull out so fast. So that's why. Terry Booty. Oh, Betty, there's like some lingo here I am not familiar with. You're not weird, Terry. It's called Curious Minds. We like to create and learn. Hey, Meredith. All right, so the room, just to let you guys know what's going on right now. Right now, I am doing 2 different things here. I'm finishing up the Bohemian kits that Gail showed off that are due out May 1st. So those who are in the room who got one of these kits, you kind of have an idea to see what I'm putting in them. Right now I'm cutting the last of the woven trims and I put them in the boxes. So it's almost like an assembly line kind of thing. And then I was going to start on the Bohemian fabric bundles that I have available in the shop now. If you guys didn't get one, they're available right now. They're going to be bundles of the decorative Bohemian fabrics and stuff like that. So you guys, I figured if I'm going to go ahead and cut things, I might as well just go live and see what you guys are making, what you're doing. And I can have a drink and I can cut and you guys can see how I do it. It's nothing fancy, to be honest with you. I am particular on making straight lines or cutting out different embroidery pieces evenly. Yeah, I guess I do have a system, but I want to make sure everyone gets equal parts. Yep, I only have 3 available. I'm holding them. See, the thing is, every time I put the listing up, people are just buying them. So I wanted to be fair for those who are not available to get one like right away. You know, like for instance, I was all sold out when Gail Cinnamon Toast on YouTube got her kit. And I knew that before she went on that people were like, I want one, I want one. I'm like, okay. So I counted my pieces and seeing, okay, how many do I have available, you know, that I can help Gail with. So I counted my pieces and I'm like, okay, well, I can at least make 8 for Gail. Well, so I put the listing up and people that weren't watching Gail's like video were buying them. So then the people who were watching her videos missed out. So 8 turned into an additional 28. So those are gone. So Kristen hasn't had a chance to open her box for you guys. So I at least have 3 that would look identical to like the box openings available. Then thereafter, I'm sorry. The only Bohemian thing I'm doing is these bundles right here. I have a listing up right now in the shop where you can go ahead and purchase those now. They're just all these fabrics that I'm going to be showing you that I'm cutting into bundles of 8 to 10 ounces for the same price, 25 bucks. But there's a ton of beaded appliques in there too, so it's well worth it. All right, so I need to read what's going on here. 3 left, yep. Yeah, so I'm not going to put that listing up until Kristen's video is gone. So y'all who's watching, see, I'm talking like her now. Y'all who's watching, watch for her video, because as soon as she tells me that that video's uploaded, I'm putting that listing up with only 3 in there. I don't have anything more with those Bohemian kit, like those Bohemian covers. If those haven't seen it, they are the, oh, here we are. Yeah, that kit that has 3 left. Each kit has like a cutout piece of my brain, the vintage Bohemian like type quilt that was hand stitched and like put together. So each kit will have those. Kristen's pocket. Let me see here. Kristen had handmade these pockets like this. There's all kinds, each one's different. They have like the cutest little appliques on them. It will have Jules tassel kit in there as well. And that tassel kit will have a charm kit, which I don't see, and then an ephemera pack. See if I can grab one. Pretty much an ephemera pack with a vintage postcard, vintage papers and stuff. But 3 are only left, I'm sorry. After that, it's these bundles. And if you guys want these bundles that I'm putting together, like I said, there's a link at the bottom that will take you directly to the listing. All right, now I need to read what you guys are saying and take a drink and breathe. All right. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the Bohemian kit that we were talking about that's sold out. Yes, there's 3 left, Terry. And the 3 that's left, the listing won't go up until Kristen does her video. Yep, so you just got to watch out for Kristen's video, then I'll put that listing up. But the fabrics that I'm cutting now are fabric bundles I have as a listing right now in my shop. They're all, you know, like embroidery, beaded, all Bohemian. And they are like 8 or 10 ounces filled boxes of these pieces. Same price as the last kit. It's $25.50, I think. Yeah, aren't they? Did I make it clear again? I'm sorry. Let me know. Let's have a shout out to me and let me know if I kind of made that clear. The link's not working? Okay. I have a computer here and I can copy and paste and edit here, I think. So, yeah. I had to do it with my phone. It's not going to let me do it. What I'm going to have to do is I will copy and paste it in the feeds. Here we are. Let's see if this works. Let me find my video now where I'm at live. All right, so this is what I have. Yeah, I have to edit that link later after the video is done. Oh, it won't let me do it. It won't let me add a link. It must be some kind of setting. Shoot. Okay. Well, this is not fair. And it won't let me edit while I'm live. So I must have typed it in wrong. Oh, Betty, you're funny. Yeah, the link, I can't edit it right now for some reason. I'm sorry. I just after I get done live, then you can go there. But if you know my Etsy shop already, you could just go there. It's the same name as this YouTube. Type that in as, you copy and paste that into Etsy and it should take you straight to my shop. But it's right there as one of my listings. It looks like when I typed in the link, I must be messed up on something, either a capital or something. It's so finicky. All right. Yeah. Yeah, at the end, like I said, Meredith, in this video, I will have that link edited. For some reason, I don't know why. I must have did something. All right, so, okay, I guess I'll just leave the trims aside for right now and I'll just start messing with this. I'm sorry that the fogginess, my camera here shows a beautiful picture, but for some reason, when it's on the computer, it's foggy. I just don't know if that's just YouTube or what. Funny, Betty. My phone's right up here, so I can't call anyone. Unless I'm missing what you're saying. Yep, it's the decorative Bohemian fabric bundle. It's $25.50. You'll see it. It's these fabrics here. Yeah, that's what I'm cutting up now. That's right, Meredith. Yeah. Yeah, it's when you go to the main page. I apologize for the link, guys. It's always either a capital or something. Sometimes my phone automatically puts a capital on HTTP or something, or I miss something. Thank you, Karen. I'm just cutting them up there for the fabric bundles that are in the shop right now, available if you guys want to get a bundle. Thanks, Betty. Yeah, for some reason, YouTube will not let me copy and paste a link into the feeds you guys are writing in for some reason. All right, so here's the very first piece. It's beautiful. It's a full dress. Lots of beautiful, beautiful pieces. I'm very aware of just cutting straight across because I really like to keep these appliques as much as possible. So in this case, yet if I cut these out, I don't want to mess up these either. So what I usually start with is I start with the trim first because it gives me an opportunity. Yes, I do. The fabric bundles chat yesterday. Yeah, you go to my main site. It's right there. I think I listed 50 available. So what I do is I take my not so good scissors because this, for some reason, beaded fabric has a tendency to really dull out my scissors. So I take the ones that are still a little bit sharp, but good scissors, and go for it. Oh, it's not obsession. It's called a passion, right? Right, Terry? All right, so what I do is I want to salvage as much as I can of this beaded fabric. So what I do is I sew along the beaded line. It gives a little bit of sewing room, or if you guys want to, however you're going to do it before I put it in. As far as bagels, I'm a cream cheese girl. All right, so here I am. It's official. I'm cutting my Bohemian dresses up. For those who don't know the story of how I got these, some people are afraid to share their suppliers online. You know what? I am not. I am God blessed with the opportunity to find things and to know people on not on Etsy, but on YouTube and eBay. It's hard being a shop owner because you want to get your name out there. But you know, it's unfair if you're not willing to share other shops. It's just flat out rude. And I'm not a fan of that. So those who want to know where I get these pieces are Goodwill. Believe it or not, in my area, I have a Goodwill outlet store. And I find these pieces and I just keep piling them up until I get a ton of them. And then I share with you guys. You know, if those who are familiar with Bohemian fabrics, it is quite hard on line to order them without spending, you know, not only money, but to wait a whole month or two to be able to get them in the mail. Here, I'm in the US, so I can be able to share with you. Now, mind you, I do order from a lady on the internet. Now, if you guys can see here, I do have a straight line, but sometimes that Fliss tool gets a little dull. At least I still have that straight line, but I can still cut what it's sort of almost complete and still have a straight line. But there's a lady, I can later on when I edit my thing, my link to that bundle for you guys to have, I will go ahead and put the eBay person's name in there. Her name is, I don't have her information right now, but she sells the most beautiful bohemian fabric cuts and stuff at a very affordable rate. And you know, they are just normal people like us, those who are shop owners, and those who are people who want to share their items, who are trying to make a living as well. So it is truly unfair not to share. So we are blessed with what we have. We should give and get in return, obviously. But this is not, we don't own the world. Just saying. So, you know, funny, Terry, you just said Nordstrom. I was just at a Goodwill outlet. Oh, I love the dumpster dive. Same here. I grew up dumpster diving. My parents are antique dealers. I found these things in here. I'm still looking them up on the internet. Has nothing to do with this. Well, they were at a bottom of the barrel at that Goodwill outlet. But look at these. Sorry, not Nordstrom's. This is Neiman Marcus. Okay, those, anybody familiar with Neiman Marcus? But you could tell they're old. And I thought, oh, I'll just throw them in some junk journal kits. But look at, I don't know who this is or what this is. It looks like some kind of picture stand of some sort, but that name. So I figured I need to look these guys up. They may have some value. So it looks like they stand up like a picture, and they also like clip onto, like, if it's, I don't know, an outfit, a dress, a purse or something. They're heavy, but they're just gorgeous. Neiman Marcus. For some reason, I got the name wrong. Anyways, so, okay, what did I leave off in the feeds? Who sells? Okay, Blades. Like Norman's semi-annual sale. Okay. Amen, sister. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Betty. True. We do not own this world. We are part of this world, and we help each other out. Yeah, Kristen, have that link available. I'm going to do the same thing. Of course, edit my error on my live. Yeah, these fabrics are really hard to find. I don't know if anyone's with my live video or anything, but I have this huge bin, and I'll kind of, before I continue cutting, I'll show you a few here as I go along. So it takes a while to cut each one. Yeah, well, that box, like I told you, it's like 8 by 6 by 4, and it's filled with these fabrics and these appliques. You know, some people sell just an applique like that for like $5. You know, I understand because it's hard to get and all that, but I am so blessed to find bucket loads here, and I love to share with you. But I just have tons. I mean, it's not just appliques, it's just beaded things here. I mean, I showed a bunch of it yesterday. Just a bunch of different pieces. This is gorgeous. This is an entire scarf. And it's got these beautiful pieces I'll be cutting later. And then even this is just beautiful. Just whole scarves of that. I mean, I have bucket loads. Like this beautiful. I could tell this is hand dyed as well. It's silk. This is all silk. Yeah, so I mean, I'm just go one by one. I have a ton here. I mean, I'm gonna have to like go through this barrel and just, so I just kind of, you kind of see. So that one's really heavy. So what I do is I get pieces of each item, you know, even if it's like this piece or this piece, you know, I'll just cut, like this would be 3, 1, 2, 3. That would be in someone's kit. That would be in someone's kit. But I just keep adding them up in each box and then weigh them up to 8 to 10 ounces and send them out. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. Anyone willing to let me know what these things are? I'm curious. They're adorable. And Jay, whatever that guy's name. So it looks like the stand comes out. Is that a buckle? Is this a, oh, it's a stand, like a, okay, picture stand. It's standing. And then that must clip onto, like, say, a shirt or something. But it's gorgeous. Yeah. I seen them, I'm like, oh, Neiman Marcus. I'm like, oh, they're gorgeous and they're heavy. At first I thought junk journals. But then I turned it over, I'm like, oh, okay. They're beautiful. Yeah, Meredith, did you say you got one of these kits or you're gonna go look for one? Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm just trying to show you guys what I put in them. So what I do here is this is pretty well equal. I'm just gonna go straight down. It's one good piece because look at the bling. Even that, just look at the bling. I mean, you got these large pieces here. I got my kids thing here. But look at, they're just a pretty good size here if I go the opposite direction here. I mean, the bling is awesome. It's just beautiful. So that's what I do. So I'm going to quickly, I go down this one here. And who knows, somebody might get that piece. So it's just a nice size piece. Like that piece there is, let's see here. We are at 8.5 inches by 6.5 inches. That's a beautiful piece. So I just keep adding those up and look at, a lot of them are hand beaded. So like this here, look at the back. Hand beaded. Go figure. Sorry the zoom. But beautiful. All right, Neiman Marcus, thank you again so much. Wow, yes, Meredith. I should have a drink here. Hoping to grab one. Yeah, Meredith, I actually don't fret about these. These kits here, I should have, my goal is to have at least 50 bundles available or more. Right now, I think 10 or 12 have already sold. So that's what I have so far. I have tons of silks and things like that. Not everything is beaded. I have beaded, I have applique, I have the pieces that are like laces, or like the silk fabrics. I have silk fabric cuts, embroidery. So it's beaded, embroidery, lace, silks. Every bit of it's vintage. Every bit of it is handmade or like quality for sure. Yeah, these are listed in my shop. The link below is supposed to take you directly to it, but I had messed up the link and I can't fix it while I'm live. So I'll have to fix it later. Yeah. Kristen rules, especially that voice. Y'all know, Kristen, when you start talking, y'alls. You know, what's one thing I love about Kristen too is, and a lot of, I'm sure there's some more shops here that are watching as well. I'm not sure who's popped in and say hey, but Kristen I know did, is that she's so real. So what you see is what you got, and she's not looking to step on anyone's toes. She's fair. She's very talented, and she makes amazing things, and she totally knows vintage. So yeah, she is. She really is. And I love that accent. She could like talk you into like buying a pair of socks. Look at these socks, y'all. I'm telling you, it is a good find. You gotta get a pair. So like these solid pieces that you see here, I save those too because I love ripping fabrics for tassels as well. So I'm gonna go ahead. I was hoping to later on make a listing just for fabric bundles of silks, different like variety colors into a bundle. They're like solid colors for those who like sari silk or like to cut their own sari silk, that is. But you would have more of a variety. So what I'm doing now, for those who want to know, I'm cutting along the seam lines here so I can salvage anything and everything I can from this. No, Kristen, see, she's even Texas in country. You gotta stop that. It's too cute. So even in her text, she's like so charming. See, charming. My husband makes fun of me too. He's like, you've been talking to Kristen. I could tell because I'm like twanging everything. All right, so like I said, I go along the seam line because I want anything and everything. Because look at, I just opened that arm up on this dress and look at this beautiful, nice size applique. I don't want to mess that up, so someone will get that in one of their kits, you know? And I try to cut far away as I can on each piece, so then it gives you as a creator of what you're doing enough room to either cut it closer or, you know, however big you want it, you know, save you some work. So that's what I do. So I'm going to go across here because I already know I want this piece. I go straight across and I'll just cut the sides a little bit and just leave that in one of the kits. So I put that aside for later. So I know there's two arms to this garment, so I'm going to go to the other arm. And I'm going to do the same thing I just did. I'm going to go along that seam line. So I hope this gives you guys ideas too, because even though this is my little thing I do to make your guys' bundles, but when you find pieces of what you need to do, like here you go. So here's the arm again. I'm going to open it up, find that seam line on the opposite side. You want to salvage anything you can. Just follow that seam line all the way down and cut it. Because I want to keep as much fabric as I can on this because it's beautiful. This fabric here is totally, you know, it's got like a silk cotton blend. So I'm saving this applique for another person. So I'm just going to save that. But I'll save this because this here is a beautiful piece of fabric, you know, that you can use for something else. So I'll save this for, and I start a bundle, which I should get a bin out right here. And what I do is I just keep piling it up in little bundles. And what I'll do is I'll just sell them in bundles because, you know, you guys like your ribbons, your like pieces for like tassels and just even bits and pieces of fabric that you can control the size for your pockets or whatever. So I have a ton more, especially like, look at it. Next one up is this like peacock silk that, you know, once they're all bundled in bundles, you know, you'd want. So that'd be a separate listing at another time. So that's how I do it. So I'm just going to continue on and see what I missed out in the feeds. Stop it, you all. Aw, thanks, Meredith. You know, who knows? Maybe you have your own YouTube channel or your own Etsy shop. If you have an Etsy shop I'm not familiar with, I'm sorry. We love to share each other's shops and inspirations. Too bad I can't see you guys' videos as I pop my chest out. See, Kristen, I wore the wrong shirt again. And I love to see what you guys got the show. It's like so unfair that I'm only one on video. Thank you, Brenda. Brenda, these fabrics, I don't know if you've seen what's going on in the feeds and everything, but these fabrics are available in a bundle. I'm selling them all in a bundle of 8 to 10 ounces. They're beaded. They're so a ton of different varieties of pieces in a bundle for 25 bucks at my shop. The link that's in this live video is not working because I obviously misspelled something or my spell check decided to change what I'm spelling. But if you go to my shop, More Fabrics, which is the same name as this YouTube, you can find it. But don't fret because after I'm done with this live video, I can edit that and it'll take you directly to it. Right now I can't do it. I apologize. All right, so as I'm doing, I'm going along the seam lines, even on the shoulders. I follow those lines. I want to salvage as much as these. Look at it, like for instance this. We don't want to lose this shoulder piece. Look at that. Why would I lose that piece, you know? So it's like following that seam line is perfect. You know, when you get it, you can, you know, use your own judgment on how you want to cut that out or do it. But I try to give you nice large pieces to where you can work with them yourself. Kristen. What are you up to, Kristen? Are you trying to do that video? Because now I got people waiting on you. Now, Kristen, since I have you on here, let me get this ice cube out of my mouth. Okay, Kristen, since I have you on here, do you use like a cotton blend? This is like the inside liner of this. I have a lot of these outfits that I'm cutting up have this like a cotton, very thin cotton blend. Do you want them for like your projects? Oh, cooking. Well, I don't seem to do that anymore. My husband does all the cooking. He's retired, so not to say that he has to. It's just like I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm going along the seam line again on the inside liner. Because, you know, weight is everything in a package. I don't want to send you guys off with this inside liner when you can't use that for your project. I'd rather send you with the exact beaded pieces. Maybe a little sheer on the inside, but at least you guys get more for what you're buying. I just don't want to send more fabric. Look at this. This piece is just amazing. Look at all hand stitch. Crazy. All right, Kristen, I'll save them for you. They're going to be in all kinds of colors. So, all right, so I'm cutting out this inside liner. See how it takes a lot of work? See, I'm doing this video. I'm still stuck on the same piece here. Now, could you guys imagine I'm doing this entire video, and I have this huge bucket, which I can show you here in a second. But you guys, I'm gonna hold the whole entire tripod to show you. Okay, husband made me another drink. Isn't he awesome? Okay, making you dizzy. I have this huge bin. You see this huge bin. I'm sorry. But look at all these pieces. I mean, I got tons in here that I have to dig out and try to cut individually and try to salvage what I can. So you guys wanna know how I do things? It takes a long time. So, and then I have to divide it amongst, say, 50, 100 kits. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm still stuck on that first piece. It takes a bit. Now you know why I drink. Okay, let's get you back at the fabric and not my breasts. Okay, so I'm just starting a pile. And then I divide those pieces, you know, amongst people. So I'm going to put that in that bin. Okay, sure, Kristen, because look at all those pieces in there. Most dresses have that liner. I think they do too because a lot of their fabrics are silk and they're sheer. So, so even if I'm not cutting these out yet, at least I get the liner out and the fabric ready for when I do equally cut out everything. So hope I'm not making you guys dizzy. I guess I could raise this some, huh? Let me raise you guys. Made you dizzy enough to see that bundle. Now I'm raising you up high as you check out my nice arms here. Okay, get up a little bit higher there. All right, so yeah, so now you know, even though these kits are affordable and everything and all that, it takes me a lot of time. So I think it's worth it because I get to share these things with you guys. I get it at a great price, and then I give it to you guys for an awesome price. Okay, so Brenda, so you said, okay, I'm hoping to be able to grab one of those kits by the time you have them ready for your shop. Okay, oh, the 3 left that I have that Kristen's gonna show? Yeah, so you might want to put your hand on that trigger. You know, here's an idea. So just have the tab open of my shop and have the tab open of Kristen's live video, but just have it ready. You know, you'll know, it'll pop right up. It'd be like one of the first listings in the shop, and there's gonna be 3. So as soon as you know that Kristen's video is uploaded, you might want to just like, or just even when Kristen's video is up, just go straight to the shop and grab one, because I'm telling you, they'll go. So I wish, honestly, I had so much more stuff so that I can like had made so much more, but you know, look, it's really hard finding these things. And then let alone to make so many kits equally. So I tried and I did good, but I have only 3. I'm sorry. However, I can mention I have one on hold for someone, and if you know, I've been giving them a month, which I think is so fair. If they do not claim it here in a few days, because it's been a month, I will definitely let you guys know. especially the next time I go live, or that one's available. But yeah, I try to keep it fair for everyone. I want everyone to have an opportunity to have, and I don't mind holding items for you if you need me to hold items for you, depending on a payday or something. But I have to say a month is a max for me to hold something, because especially a kit like the Bohemian kits, a lot of people want them. So, and I want it fair for everyone who wants to get one. So yeah, a month is the longest. I would definitely hold something for you. But again, like I said, I'm taking out the liner of this dress. So here is the inside liner, that one side. And I just will save that for my dear Kristen. All right, so what am I missing here in the feeds? And I got a new drink. Woohoo! Thank you, husband. And I didn't even ring my bell. Oh, I didn't miss nothing in feeds. Okay, back at it. All right, so now I'm left with this here. Is anyone crafting while they're watching this? Because I'm curious. Or listening. So this is like one of the tops. I'm just going to fold this up and I will cut this later. At least I got the inside liner done, and then I'll continue on later with the bundles. I want to make sure I'm equally giving out pieces to people, you know? So I'm just going to fold that up and I get back to that one later. So I put that aside. So this here is also the inside of that small dress. It's got some fabric, and I just mess with that later as well. So that's all the fabric. So that would be part of a fabric bundle kit. So I'll put that aside here, and I'll cut this one up later and go to the next one. The next one is equally beautiful. Oh my God. This piece here is it's heavy. So I would definitely put not a smaller piece, but a smaller strip in each. So then you guys have a variety. I don't want to like have your kits weighed down. Well, this one here, hun, is ready. So if you're wanting just these fabric bundles, they're already ready, available in the shop right now. You get a 8-10 ounce bundle for $25.50. But if you're talking about the 3 kits that's saved for Kristen's box opening that she's doing today or that is only 3 available. What I'm showing you now, well, it's available now. So you can just go straight to the shop now and order it. The link below is not working because it's obviously I messed up when it came to typing it in. But if you go straight to my shop, which is the same name as this YouTube channel, you can go there. But if not, wait to the end of this live video, then I will fix that, and then so you can have a direct link to this bundle if you're wanting this. All right, so this is like, where do you begin? It's got this cute tag, which I know I'll save for Kristen. I'm sure she'd use it in one of her journals or something. That or Betty. Betty likes those little trinkets as well. Those little tags. That'd be an awesome tag on the end of a journal. So I just find this bin over here and just dump it in there and just throw it in some things that for people for like Happy Mail or... Oh, painting. I love to paint. Cleaning the craft room is important. I dare show you mine. I do not clean until I get done cutting all this stuff because these fabric pieces and sequins and all this stuff is everywhere. So, everywhere. Yeah, this listing is available right now, Brenda. You can just go straight to the shop now. You will get these pieces and then some in that kit. So if you're wanting a kit like this with these pieces, definitely. So like I did with the same one, look how cute this is. This is the back of the neck. Like this is the neckline, has an open back. Look at that. It's just, I feel kind of guilty, you know, cutting it up. It's got these little hooks, cute hooks that open up here. And it looks like, oh, it's got hooks all the way down. Okay. Wow, this piece is beautiful. So I have these hooks that open up all the way down. I'll leave these hooks on one of the threads. Some people like having the hooks in with their... Wow, this is gorgeous. This piece reeks quality. This is Oh Lord, fancy dancy. That's all I know. And it's handmade. And Kristen, of course, has got this, this is actually silk liner. All right, Libby's in the house. I hear something loudmouth, Libby. Okay, let me read. Hi, Betty. Just told me you're live. Oh, hey, house. Okay, now I noticed you're here. All right, so I got obviously arms here. So like I did with the last one, I just go along the line here. I want to make sure I save everything. This is that neckline. I want to be able to use it. Like this piece here, look at, I just took that neckline and it's all in one piece. But look how beautiful that piece is. It is just gorgeous. And it's got a beautiful liner in the back. But I'm going to leave that as one piece. And now we put into a kit. It's just gorgeous. So I'll just keep putting that in that pile. So I'm going to go along the arms right now. I wish I can edit that link on this video. My poor phone makes the zoom. So you guys can go directly to it. I apologize. I wish I can, like, if I could show you my shop name on a piece of card or something. It's just so upsetting that it does that. You want to go live on my phone because I'm using my phone. And when you misspell one thing, it just messes all up. So here's one arm. Like I said before, I just follow the seam line because wait till you see when I open this up. It's gorgeous. It's going to be beautiful. So I open this up. I got this large piece. I hope this inspires you guys to start collecting fabrics and pieces. Look how beautiful that piece is. Of course, this will be cut up in like maybe four squares here. I also keep like the trims, like this trim down here. I'll cut the trim off because trims, people love that exact trim that goes straight across. That'd be an awesome, beautiful piece. And look at that piece. And then I have this, and see how the inside liner comes out? I won't add that in there because weight is everything. I want you guys to have as much as beaded pieces as you can. And I take off the inside liner, and that's totally beautiful. Inside liner is silk for sure. And I'll make sure I'm not cutting the, and of course I don't use my, like, these are sharp scissors, but they're not my favorite sewing scissors for my good fabrics. Because these, like I said, dull. So I will cut that guy up later, like I said, with the other one. See? I'll cut those guys up and I just put them in bundles. All right, time to have a sip of the drink. All right, so I know Kristen is cooking, so this is silk. I'm gonna put that aside. So let me find the other arm to this garment. This is a very first thing for me. I've never done anything live when it comes to what I'm working on. So this is a whole new, like, world. In a way, it's like I always talk to myself when I work, so it's like I'm still talking to myself. And I'm talking to you guys at the same time. For some reason, I just can't stop talking. It's like my brain is thinking out loud. Okay, so I got the other arm. And I open her up. Thank you, Kristen. You know, girlfriend, I have to say you're one of my best friends, and I'm so glad to know you. Okay, so we got this beautiful piece here. Like I said, it'll be cut like in four. So then it'd be like 4 pieces, which is still a beautiful, awesome. So say if that was a quarter. Just look at this awesome, beautiful corner piece. You know, it's just, you cannot go wrong. And like I said, I have this whole bucket full. So you'll get a variety of all kinds of things. My goal is not to put too many solid silks in there. My goal is to make sure I put as much decorative fabrics, because it is considered a decorative fabric bundle. That is what you're wanting. So I will put in silks for like sari silk, so where you can cut your own. Maybe like 2 or 3 pieces of that. But again, I put that piece and I put it aside, and I'll cut him up later. But it's just gorgeous. There's another one. So that bundle is just growing. All right, so I got 2 arms off that guy. Look at it, I still got this huge thing. It's just, this guy is huge. So I'm just gonna work on arms right now with all the pieces. I will work with him later. I'm just gonna work on arms because I can do a bunch of arms and outfits really fast. So we'll do what is the quickest route first. Arms of any garments, because it's like you already go along the seam line, you can go fast, and they're good sized pieces ready to cut. So let's do arms, and it gives you guys an opportunity to see the variety of what I have. So this whole thing is gorgeous. I mean, embroidered, beaded, gorgeous piece. It reminds me of peacock or like a peacock feather, but it is it has to be like dyed or something. It's just silk, definitely 100% silk. Sheer, put my arm through the arm. You guys can see that. It's just beautiful. So definitely people will get fabrics of this in case you want to make your own tassels or put these pieces, but just, it's beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? Trimmings and everything. So like I said, I'm working on arms. Thank you, Kristen. Okay, now I'm not gonna cry. And I love Betty, I love Libby, I love all my good friends here. I feel so lucky. I do. That's why it's another reason to go live. Betty, I don't know you as well, but okay, so I got one arm here. Let's grab the other arm. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start piling up arms and then getting them ready. So you guys can kind of see an idea. So go along that seam line. Silks are always so hard to use with regular scissors. But gosh, look at this trim here. Isn't that beautiful? Imagine a cut of that, like this, like a 5-inch piece of that. It's got some beads in it. It's just gorgeous. Actually, I think I might even just cut along here so people get a variety of that trim and lace, and then a variety of this piece here too. So there's those arms. This here I'll cut up later, but look at the front of that dress. Just gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Oh, look at it. And the whole bottom is that same trim. All right, so I'm working on arms. I'm gonna move him aside. So there's 2 arms there. All right, let's go to the next one. Here's another one. The fabric on this is beautiful. Look at this. I don't know if you see the fabric. It's got these gold. I know my lighting is not the best. It's got this gold circles, and then it has the beaded. See the gold circles? All right, so let me cut the arms on this, and let's grab some more arms here. This will give me a chance to show you guys a variety of what I have. So I have that arm. Let's grab the other one. All right. So let me know if I'm boring you guys. I figured you guys could watch this and yet do other things at the same time. And I kind of got some friends I could chat with. If you guys have any questions, I am here. It's the perfect time to ask if you're curious on what I do outside of this. Or okay, so look at here. So I'm trying to show you here. You get these beautiful pieces. If you go along the seam lines. So I'm hoping I'm going to teach you guys something that you can do as well on your own time. Especially when you go like, say, Goodwill or something and you find those beautiful wedding dresses, say at half price. You could just cut them up just like this. So as you can see there, I have this beautiful arm. I want to salvage this as much as possible. Obviously, the trim goes fast. People love the decorative trim, right? So what I will do is I'll go along the line here because I want to save as much of that trim work as I can. So then I can get pieces like that in kits. So trim work goes there. And then I'll go along the beaded decorative pieces and keep those as a whole. Again, there's fabric on back. So I take that fabric, which I save on the side. And so it saves on the weight. And I just put it aside. But look, I got another large piece here, which I could cut in half and put in that kit. And take that back fabric and I put it aside because I want to save on that weight. And I just cut it straight down the middle, and that'd be one nice, beautiful piece bundle to go in a kit, you know? So I just save those up. So I'm gonna go along the other arm and do the same thing. I open her up. You know, nothing like a variety of fabrics. And you know what? That kit I'm talking about was just nothing but those decorative fabric. What's awesome about that is that those fabrics are gonna last you a long time. Not just for bohemian. I think some of this reeks Victorian too. I mean, you use Victorian, any of those different. Go ahead, I already know what I'm doing here, so I'm just gonna go straight ahead. It starts becoming like a pattern, so I kind of like just go with it. Okay, so another nice piece. Same thing here. So I want to make sure it weighs as light as it can so you guys can get as much as you can out of that. Snip bits like that I keep, even though they're little bitty pieces. Kristen will say amen, sister, because she knows that's going to her. Those snip bits go great on her little pockets. Aren't they cute? Of course, Gail, Cinnamon Toast Gail, I'm also saving some up for her too. She just purchased some for me. She wants like a gallon-sized bag of different variety snip bits of pieces like that. All right, so like I said, I'm starting a bundle here. As you guys can see, the inside liners, I just kind of keep the silks and the pieces and just, you know, get rid of them that way in bundles. There's gonna be blues and purples and all kinds of beautiful things. All right, let's see here. Kristen, I sure wish I didn't mess up that direct link so people don't have to search or look or try to find that Etsy, my Etsy page. It's so frustrating when you want to go on with your phone and it's just pretty. It just wants to do its own spell check. It's just not fair. Okay, I'm gonna open these guys up. I have to say the silk peacock style, I love it. Okay, so let's open this beauty up. I want to do this in two different ways. I'm going to find that salvage area. Now, Betty, did you say you're journaling? Because usually you're either cooking, gardening, or journaling. So, or taking care of your man. Okay, so look at that piece all open. I want to save this as much as possible. So I'll go along that silk line here, the border, and I will take that off. And somebody is going to get that beautiful piece right there. It's so lightweight, it barely weighs much. So when you're getting like an 8, 9, 10 ounce bundle, it's so lightweight. You get a nice large piece. So then I have these two things. I'm not sure. I kind of like having them as a whole. This here is like the border that I can't do anything with. But like I said before, those little snip bits and lace pieces and like it folds open. Kristen could use that. Gail can use that. Oops, sorry, my Zoomaroo. Can you use that for something, you know? So I'll just keep piling those up. Yeah, thank you, Kristen. So, okay, suggestions. I thought about cutting along here, so then you could just have the lace with the red trim. And then cut along here to where you have the embroidered and lace, embroidered and the red trim. Any thoughts, anyone? It's beautiful. I'm just gonna cut it in half though, because I know it's gonna be two different people's bundles for sure. I have that. That's just gorgeous. I'm debating on that or that. Any thoughts, anyone? It's beautiful. I'll set it aside till I hear anything. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm just gonna go along that seam line and do the same thing. I wish I could see pictures of what you guys are doing while I'm doing live. All right. Gosh, this lace here is, I don't know if that's handmade or I usually know handmade, but it's thick and it's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna go through here. Hey Libby, I seen you just messaged me. I'm gonna have to message you back as soon as I am done with this live video. You know, I know, and since I know she messaged, you know, I know a lot of people are so concerned and afraid of using PayPal. I understand because change is not easy. You know, if you're afraid not to use PayPal, there's my Etsy shop. You know, Etsy has a lot of options on paying. But look at that piece. I'm not putting that in a kit, but it's beautiful enough to where she can use for snippets and pieces. That's beautiful. There's many payment options that you can have if you don't want to do PayPal, but what's cool about PayPal is that they have an option for friends and family. There's another nice, beautiful silk bundle. And then they have, you could do for goods, whatever. It's totally up to you guys and how you want to do it. You know, everyone has their style, but you know, the cool thing about PayPal is that it's insured. It's a great company, and a lot of companies like Etsy uses them. So here's another snippet piece that will go like to Kristen or Gail that, well, you can use that on her, they call them snippets or something. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, so I have another 2 pieces here. All right, so aren't they pretty though? I'm gonna leave those whole until I get kind of an idea what you guys think, but I'm gonna put them on that pile. And the pile's growing, and it's gonna be even more so. All right, Kristen, let me know, is this the one you were talking about that you loved? This has the most beautiful embroidery that, oh my gosh. And I ripped it open the other day and it's hand done. So look at that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Obviously, I'm just doing arms right now. So I will go ahead and just take care of the arms. Again, silk. All silk. It's just delicate. Look at that embroidery along the silk arm. And then the end of the arm. Just beautiful. Delicate, gorgeous. I feel so happy that I share this with you guys, that you guys can have pieces of each piece that I'm doing right now, which is going to take me at least a good day or 2 to cut them all. Like I said, here's the dress, which I will cut up later, but I'm just going to work on arms right now so you guys can kind of get a variety of what's going on. But look at the pieces, gorgeous. All right, so we got another arm here. I'm going to go along that seam line. Kristen and Gail, I'm definitely going to have enough little snippets for you guys. So it's going to last you maybe a lifetime. Look at that. That whole piece. Again, like I said, I'll probably cut these 2 in half, so each person will get a piece in a kit in a bundle. It's amazing, and it's so lightweight. Like I said, you will get a variety. That's just beautiful. So I'll fold that in half like that, kind of equally feel like it's the halfway point, and there you go. And you get that beautiful sheer embroidered piece. Here's the back side, so you can kind of see the work. Here's the front side. Just beautiful. So there's 2 there, and these are just the arms. So, well, I made sure my phone was plugged in because I had that feeling. I feel that people are coming in and out. Hope I'm not boring them too much, but I just wanted to give you a chance to share with you guys on what I do here. It's just beautiful. I'm debating on cutting that in half to make this. I'll do that because look at, I can cut that in half to extend more trimmings for other people. Either going all 4 like that or just do the whole long piece. But look at there. I just cut that little arm in half and made a longer piece to give other people options. I will debate on that later, but that's just one arm, and look at, I got these 2 beautiful pieces. Here's another arm, and just think, I got whole dresses on these that I can work with. So yeah, like I said, those bundles will be a wide variety. So if you order one, you will not be disappointed, I promise. Like I said, every cut is different in each kit, so they will not be equal, but the only thing that will be equal will be the weight amount of each bundle. Each person's bundle will be exactly the same in weight. Do I sound redundant or do I sound redundant? But look at it. So now I got what? Just out of the arm, I got 1, 2, look how pretty those are. 3, 4 of those, beautiful. So 4 of the kits will have like 4 of those, each one of those. Like I said earlier, I don't want to sound, again, redundant, but I want everyone to know that where I got these items. I find these items at the Goodwill outlet. I also order online. There's one website, like I said earlier, that is an eBay dealer, which she is amazing. That she's quick. She offers fast shipping. They have express shipping where you get it between 7 and 10 days. I know you pay a little bit more, but hey, I think it's worth it. And so she's really quick to respond, and she's got a great variety in her cuts and pieces. This is like a green silk. I don't know if you guys could see this on my camera, but it's gorgeous. It's so silky, and it has these like floral type weaves through it, and these little sequin pieces. And I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to work on the arm of this. Here's the front. It's got like a purple, like a embroidery. Hang on, if I turn it. On the front half of it. Look how gorgeous that is. I mean, it's just beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and work on the arm of the green. So you have reds, greens, yellows. You're going to have like a canary colors and the royal blues and the burgundies and the pinks. I mean, I have this one piece here that I put aside, and sometimes the beaded ones have a tendency to take a long time. I have this beautiful beaded piece in here that I was going to put in as well. It's a lot to show, but this here can go beyond bohemian. This can go into your like garden themes and things like that as well. So I was trying to give a variety of color in here that you can work on. I need to put that over here so I could cut out the arms. And my room is quiet. I feel like I have lost my friends, which I know you guys are busy cooking or being moms and dads. I'm sure there's a guy in this group. But either way, I'm so glad whomever is here is joining me. Listen to me ramble and ramble and ramble. But silk, I am a fabric lover. Hello, my shop name, Amore Fabrics. So again, I'll put this aside to work with later. But silk, I have to say, is by far one of my favorite fabrics of all. My mom, I guess I can give a little bit of a family history here. She is into like, if anyone ever heard of rug hooking, she calls herself a hooker. All right, so those scissors are like not being happy. So I'm gonna go with my really good scissors with try not to touch beads so I don't dull out my good scissors. So then I go along that line so I don't have too much fabric showing on that beaded line. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's just gorgeous. Yes, beads will dull out your whew. I'm just gonna put that in Gail's pile. She likes those little, okay. So as I'm talking out loud, but oh, back to mom. So, all right, so I'm gonna use my good scissors because it's all fabric here. Oh, it's amazing when you have a good pair of scissors. Amazing. But she likes to do rug hooking, so she uses wool. Okay, so there's the inside of the fabric liner, but it's silk. It's beautiful. It's like those who buy sari silk, that will go into the silk bundle. I'll have a listing later for silk bundles. But look at that. Just that piece there is elegant. It's got the beads in it and everything. I don't know if you guys can see that. So what I do is I'll cut this guy in half where there's no beads and use that for a fabric bundle piece. And then the one that has beads, I'll cut it in the middle like this. So it's perfect for two different people. As you can see, beautiful pieces. And I can give you guys a variety. All right, so let me read here. Thank you, Karen. Oh, let's see here. Terry, well, maybe you are obsessed. Thank you, Kristen. Okay, so back to the other arm, and then I'll go for something different, like maybe something that is embroidered. So I'm going to go do this seam line until I get to bead, because I don't want to ruin my good scissors. All right, so not so good scissors. I don't know about you guys. Let me know what you think, but are you guys partial to like certain scissors or certain type of tools when you do your work? Because I am. And no one could cut with paper with certain scissors. I like my tools. Just saying. All right, so again, another beautiful piece. Like I said, I'm just working with arms right now, so I know they're not as fancy dancy, but they're beautiful pieces. All right, thank you for beautiful, beautiful. I should be throwing this away. I don't know why I keep doing that, but I need to take these out of the garbage can. But they're beautiful silk pieces, so someone could strip them for, sorry, silk. All right, let me get those out of the garbage. All right, put those in another pile. Okay, so yeah, grab that silk from behind and put it over there. I have to say my favorite tool is my scissors. These yellow handle, they're nothing fancy about them, but they're just my favorite scissors. Go ahead and separate that in the center. And we got two beautiful beaded pieces. So this is what I do when I'm not online showing off things to purchase, or if I'm on Etsy trying to catch up on orders, or if I'm not. Oh, look at this one. This is a pretty one. Ooh, she is pretty. Look at those pinks. Ah, may I add, we have some beautiful pinks, greens, and yellows going on here. Yeah, where do I begin? And the inside liner, this one is yellow. It's like a cotton blend. It's not silk, but it is beautiful. Just beautiful. Gosh, I could see wearing these, but I could also see cutting them up and sharing with you guys. Now the arms on these are not as big, but I still cut along the seam line. Get my scissors out, get this started, and then go right along the inside. Kristen, what you cooking? What time is it? It's 2:30. I have no clue how long I have been on. All right, these arms are small, but once I open them up, let me find my seam line, you get some beautiful pieces. Look at that, just that full piece. So put her aside. Oh, now you speak in my language. Anything fried. Oh, call me over. If only I had a private jet or something, I'd be right over. And we'll be cutting fabric till the cows come home. I would love to have a second me, a third me, a fourth me, or a fifth me just to do this. It's quite a chore. I usually do this when my husband's watching baseball or we're watching some kind of show. If you know me, I do not sit still. I just keep going and I never stop talking, it seems like. Unless I am reading a book or listening to an audiobook. Now, I will shut up for that. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm cutting the sleeves of the arms. And you know, I could do the liners later, I guess, right now, but oh my gosh, just this, the back of this is silk and it has this pattern that's like a grassy, silky pattern. A little lighting is gonna kind of show. It's hard to see. It's gorgeous, but the front, and then it's like tie-dyed into an embroidered pieces. Winch is in the house. How you doing, hun? I am cutting, and cutting for these Bohemian fabric bundles, which I think you already know that is in the shop. I just put in the shop, but it's all these beautiful Bohemian dresses, and so that's what I'm doing. Okay, I told myself I wasn't going to be doing the dresses. I'm just going to do the arms of the dresses, but I'm kind of getting carried along the seam line here. But isn't it beautiful? And it's just beautiful. All right, so that's the front of the dress. I just cut off, and then I will work with that later. But right now, I'm just going to do the arms of each one of these dresses. This is the inside liner, and that's the back. So I'm going to cut out the inside liner later, because I said I was only doing arms, right? So do it later. All right, let's go to the next one. This one's embroidered. This one's embroidered. This one is just cotton, but it's got bling on it, but it's gorgeous. Thank you, hon. I'm sure I think I said it, but maybe I didn't tell you. I'm not sure who's coming and going at times. I see there's some people come, some people go. But these are bundles that are in the shop. Oh yeah, I forgot these arms. These are bundles in the shop that I have right now. It's like a Bohemian decorative fabric bundles right now. Like a piece like that. Kristen, could you use little pieces like that too? I'm just gonna hold it aside. Keeping these little snippets. They're like 8 to 10 ounces in weight, each bundle. And there are a variety of these fabrics that I'm cutting up right now. And that away later. So they're $25.50, just like my junk journal kits, but they're just all these fabrics. And I figured I could just cut and share with you at the same time. There we go. Pretty. Can't go wrong. So this here is like a cotton blend. It's not as fancy dancy, but it's just beautiful. Again, they have a liner on the inside, but look how pretty. And it's got some bling on there, and it's got the beautiful trims. Looks like it's sort of embroidered. But again, like I said, I'm not cutting the dress, just the arms of the dresses right now of all the pieces I have. So how's it going for you, hon, today? Are you crafting or spending time with family? Well, supposed to be spending time with family, right? You guys know what I'm doing. So just cutting and cutting and cutting. I'll be cutting for days now because these are for those bundles, but trying to finish up the last of the Bohemian kits that were, oh, and I didn't want to use that on my good scissors. I don't like when that happens. I should use that. I cut a clip pin, which I don't like that. It'll just dull out those scissors. So for my not so fancy scissors. So yeah, I'll be cutting for a while because May 1st, those Bohemian kits that sold out are due to be sent out. And then people who are buying these bundles right now, they'll be sent out within a couple of days after I get done with all these bundles. My goal is to try to make up to 100. I listed 50 already in the shop. I think I'm going to have at least 100 bundles, but that's my goal, is to start with 50 so I don't get too overzealous. Oh, isn't it beautiful, hon? What I love about this is if you can see the floral goes up. So when I do my cuts, like straight across each pattern line here, each person will get a beautiful floral blend cut in each. But I'll do that part later. Right now I'm doing arms, so I'll cut that one up later. So I got the arms of this one. So I was telling everyone else how they can do it themselves. So if they get their own bohemian fabric dresses or whatever, how I do it to where I salvage as much as I can from what I have. I take and I cut along the seam lines of whatever is sewn. And I take the sewn bits off. Either if they're not salvageable, I will dump them. And then what I normally do is I get all edges here. I want your items to weigh without the excess of fabrics. Like the inside liner, this is a cotton fabric that will weigh. So I cut that off so then you can have more of a variety of fabrics, but I'll keep that because it's gonna be a cute little snippet somewhere. So then I take out the inside liner. See that? That will make this weigh less when I put it in a bundle. And then I just keep the silks like I have been doing with you guys. And I just keep adding them up. And so then I'll just sell as a bundle. And silks are lightweight. They're perfect sari silks. Where you can rip them into your strips or pieces for your projects. So those are going to be a great bundle I'll get rid of later. Oh, taxes. Yay. Oh, Kristen, I'm getting scared now. And you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing with this arm. Pull this over so I know where that sewing line is and just go along that sewing line. I can do that because these are no sequence on this fabric, and I use my good scissors. Same thing, I just go right across here. Keep this, check out the snippets just in case. Yeah, like look at there. I just opened this arm of the thing and I opened it up and look at this pretty piece, which it could be used for something. So I throw it in my snippet pile for Kristen or Gail. And if anyone wants snippets, just message me and I will set up like a custom listing to where you can have little pieces at one price in a bag, like either it's a quart or a gallon, you know, pieces, size. All right, so and then I take that inside liner. I think it's open now. There you go. And I save that for the other silk fabric area. Taxes, yes. So then there you go. So these pieces will go into a bundle of some sort. And the pile is growing. I just keep going until I go through the bin. Like I said, I normally do arms first. So that's what I'm doing. Like this arm here, we got the royal blues. And this is a beautiful silk. This is not cotton. This is a silk fabric. There's one arm. I'll tell you what, if you guys want to talk about taxes, I am so disappointed on the, you know, how much you have to pay for taxes as a shop owner, or it's just as a business person, period. I mean, it's amazing how much the government takes, and I'm just so surprised. I'm definitely learning my lesson on what to do and what to do better next year. All right, so look at there. I just opened up one of the arms, and look at this beautiful embroidered piece with scalloped edges, which will be an awesome piece. Just as a whole, I can easily also like do this. Take that side off so that I leave that one piece per person. These are perfect snippets for either Kristen or Gail. I'll put on a side, but that's perfect size. Isn't that beauty? And then I had this beautiful silk piece, which I don't know if the picture will show. I don't know. But it's got these beautiful decorative pieces inside there. It's just, I wish the camera would capture it. It's like this pattern that's floral. It's really pretty. So we got a royal blues. Here's another arm. Okay, so May 1st. So what do you mean? I'm kind of curious. So say if I ship out May 1st, when, okay, so what do you have to do to deliver yours? In Norway, it's May 1st. Is it really May 1st there? Oh, well, it would have to be May 1st my time. Oh, that is crazy. I'm not fond of time zones, and it's just not fair how they do that. I think everyone should be on the same page when it comes to that. It's just not fair. And you know, here you want to make everyone happy, and you can't because, geez, between the government, time zones, shipping rates difference, all that stuff. All right, there's that piece. It's just not fair. All right, so here's another arm of a garment that I have. This one's all embroidered, like pieces all around. So again, I'm taking care of arms. You don't have taxes? What? Discuss later. Do you have to deliver May 1st? I think April 15th or 18th. Thank you, dear Julie Julie. Do I know you, dear Julie Julie? And if you're not sure what's going on while I'm doing live, I'm actually cutting up fabrics. I feel like I keep repeating myself, but okay, as long as everyone's on the same page. Cutting up fabrics that are bundles in my shop already ready to be purchased. They're bohemian fabrics of all kinds of bohemian dresses and appliques and all those things, beaded fabrics and such. And they're in bundles of 8 to 10 ounces, and they're strictly just embroidered and beaded fabrics. It's $25.50. Silks, different laces and things like that. They're from bohemian items. But so I'm here live to show you how I'm creating these bundles and how I do it. So one, if you're going to try to do your own, or two, to see what's in this kit, this bundle. I keep calling it a kit. It's a bundle. It kind of gives you an idea of what you can see, what's going to be in them. And let me read the feeds and need a drink. Oh, you have to do your taxes by May 1st. Okay. Oh, I see. I think Kristen was saying is 15th of the 18th of April. Oh, thank you, hon. Yes, Jessica, I'm a cool mom if I'm not mistaken, right? And she's pretty darn cool. Yeah, I'm just sharing how I do my process and what I'm doing. This, like I said, this is not a kit. The Bohemian kits are already sold out. This is just fabrics and pieces that are Bohemian from vintage dresses, Bohemian dresses and such, and how I bundled them up. But these are offered in the shop, ready to go right now. So, yep, you're able to get them, my dear. I mean, like I said, if you see the beginning of this video, you can see I showed the bin of all the fabrics. I'm trying to show them as I'm doing only the arms of these pieces, but these pieces will be in a kit. So the kit is between 8 and 10 ounces. And won't be the exact pieces in every kit, but so you get embroidered pieces. But so I'm just showing as I'm cutting along. Here is like a cotton blend. I'm going to separate cotton blends from silks. And then here's another arm. I hope I was, you know, I hope, see on this video, I said this a few times already, I have the direct listing to that in my shop, but the link is not correct. Either I have a typo of some sort, but I can't fix it while I'm live. So when I'm not live, I will edit it, but you can go to the shop after I edit it and then see what it is and what the price and if it's doable for you. But yeah, so after the video, I'll edit that. All right, so then I got this beautiful sequence piece. This one is not Bohemian and blend, but it will go with it. It's beaded, it's fancy. It has no arms, so I'm just going to show it and then pass it along. But it's got the beautiful beads and sequins and stuff. It reminds me of the last decorative fabric bundle I had, but I'm going to throw it in there because I love the pinks. And then I have this, which is perfect. I can do next. And I just barely skimmed the top of this bin. Oh, Lord have mercy. And what time is it? It's only what? Okay, well, good. At least I could do this till late night and have another drink. This blue one is gorgeous. It had a top and some bottoms. Here's the top. Here's the, and then here's the scarf. Here's the arms of the shirt. And then here's this beautiful scarf that is, I have it bundled up right now, but it's long. But the border of the scarf is just beautiful. Look how beautiful. Almost reminds me like a wedding dress. It's just beautiful. Me too. You know, okay, I'm not doing this, but just the thought. Could you imagine? Oh, I'm not going to say it. It might turn people off. Oh, it's just beautiful. I could just definitely see trying this on. But I'll just leave that comment there. But yeah, so here's the scarf. And then it came with this top. And then it has bottoms, like a wrap to match. I think this is the wrap. It had like this fabric wrap, and then you wrap this too. I'm not sure. But it's gorgeous. So first things first, like I told you, I'm going to grab the arms and start with those first. I know, Kristen, this is beautiful. Now, if only it had the tummy to match this type of outfit, it's just not going to happen. I don't know if I could squeeze into that if I even tried. But I can imagine, for sure. So, hun, since you're new in the room, what I'm doing is I'm starting with the arms of each one of these garments. My dear Julia, I didn't know if I caught your name. But I'm doing the arms first, and then I start cutting the dresses when I take out the liners. But this is what you get. So there's an arm, and there's an arm, and I cut the rest later for that one. And then a scarf, I figured I might as well go ahead and get started on the border of that scarf. So if I take out the liner of this, I try not to rip too much because I don't want to rip too much from what I'm doing. All right, so there we go. So I took out the liner, and now it's silk. It's like a beautiful blue. Put it in the silk pile. But look at this, just that piece. Isn't that pretty? Oops, drop that, try that again. She's pretty. So put that in that pile to work with later. Yeah, this dress here is, I'm sure it was used for something fancy. That's all I do know. Here you go. Well, like I said, I'll fix that listing for later when I get off live. So you have a direct link to that or my shop to see what else I have. But I just wanted to at least share with you guys as I'm cutting and packaging boxes that are already been purchased. I think, trying to think here. Oh yes, I meant to tell you too that this was hand beaded. Look at this is the back side. You can see someone had stitched that all in. This entire thing. It's just crazy to me. Quality work. It's just crazy. So what I'm doing now is separating the border of this scarf, going along the length of the beaded fabric. The inside of the scarf, which you'll see this beautiful pattern, I will cut like a nice lengths to be in the bundle. And it's so lightweight, so it's gonna weigh little to nothing in your bundle. Isn't it? And I know, honey, you love your bling. So that's what I'm doing now. Usually I use my ruler, but this is not that hard to really, get. And the width of this trim is just beautifully, look at, it's almost 3 inches. So it's like a 3-inch wide. And the strips that would be cut would probably be 6 or 8 inches in length. So It'd be like the cut would be that long in each kit, which is awesome. I'm not using those good ones because I know it's going to dull them out. So I'm just going to follow that along the line here and just go along there. And you can see the pieces. So it'd be like that size in each kit. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm going to go along here. And that's what I'm going to do. And I hope I'm not boring you guys too much. I know I probably said it a few times already. But I'm just going to follow that along. And this is going to be enough for so many kits. Okay, I'm going to try that again. Yeah, this is here one of my favorites as well. This is totally bling and beaded. Through and through. Okay, so then I have this whole strip that I can share with others. And it's on the other side of this. So now the long side of this scarf is this trim right here, which is just as beautiful. And I'm going to cut along there to where it's at least 2 inches from the top of this. So it gives you enough time to use that, enough room to use that length. Thank you, Karen. Like I said, Karen, it's available to purchase now. So I'm cutting now for those bundles. Probably take 2 or 3 days to finish up. All right, so I'm just going to go along here, and that's what I do. And then I kind of show you. So you got this beautiful blue top. I'm going to go along that border. Yeah, so like I said, I usually do this when my husband's watching his baseball or watching one of our favorite shows. A lot of times you could watch so many shows without even looking at it, So that's what I normally do. I don't think I ever rest. The only time I rest is if I'm listening to an audiobook in the bathtub. Which even then too, I'm usually texting my friends and listening to an audiobook and taking a bath at the same time. So do I rest? However, I have to say I do sleep very well at night. As soon as my head hits that pillow, I am out like crazy. Those are wondering to know how did I make my widths just about equal. I'm a quilter. So I'm pretty good at doing straight lines. I have a great eye of knowing the width. I've done this for so many years, and I guarantee it, I'm at 3. And I could swear and show you. I don't know, I've just been doing it since I was a kid. Here we go. We got our 3. See? I did it. I did it. And it's like that throughout. Anywho. Okay, so I got a great length of this that I can, a very great length. So the opposite side of the scarf is the same way. And I just pile it up and do the separates. Like the inside of the scarf is this, like I said. And I will do great big squares of this and that. Isn't that beautiful? All right, so I'll finish that up later and go to the next one. All right, so the next one I have is gorgeous. Ending gorgeous. This here, it's just, it's bohemian, yet it reeks Victorian too. Just saying. I know someone will kill me saying, why would I say that? But it's bohemian, it's Victorian, it's beautiful. All right, so this is the border trim. Here's the bottom. Here's the top. Has a liner. Can you see I'm going to put my hand in between? So when that liner's on, you can see my hand there. It's sheer. It's just going to look, it'll be beautiful. It's just beautiful. Just saying. And it's got this, it's just beautiful. Just the fabric here. Once I remove the lace from the inside liner, and I'll show you. Put my hand in it. So I hope you guys can see it. This is what, oh, look at the bling on this one. Ooh, I got some pretty goodies there. But inside of this liner is this, see how that's silky and see-through, just gorgeous. Again, the inside is a silk satin. This is a silk satin blend. This is not totally silk, but it's gonna look good with, like I said, all those other pieces I have going on here that it'll just make bundles of. Okay, so let me get the arms of this guy. All right. Cool thing, this one's not beaded, so I can use my good scissors on this arm. I'll do this a little bit longer because I think it's starting to be a little redundant. So I just wanted you guys to see some fabrics as I'm going along. I had barely skimmed this bin of the different types of fabrics I have in this bundle. So, like I said, at the end of this live video, I will definitely update the information how you get directly to the shop so you can get this today. It's available. These are the pieces you'll see. So all cuts are vary in size and everything like that, but each bundle weighs exactly the same. But look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. And look at here, Kristen, I got you some beautiful snippets on this border. And Gail will be like, what about me? Okay, look at this is just like the trim that's been sewn in, but it's just got beautiful pieces in it. I'll just put that in a bundle for you, okay? Look at that. I know you can see my board below, but you can see with my hand in there. Look at the trimming in that. Isn't that beautiful? So I will definitely have to cut that in 4 probably, and do that later. Oh, Kristen, you know I got your back. You know, just everyone to know, I want to make it very clear. I know I only have like 5 people in the room right now because everyone's busy and all that. It's Sunday. But when it comes to me in my shop and when I'm doing things live and everything, we are equal. So you are friends with me if you want to share and help each other out. See, I have no use for this. To me, I have no need for it. I can't put it in really in a kit, but there are other shops out there who could use this. So my point being is that we're not a shop owners or people who are crafters who are not shop owners here to step on each other's toes. We're here to help each other out. That is what the sharing thing is going on here. I will cut this in 4 later, but I just wanted to share with you guys this arm piece. So heads up, and you may like this or may not like this. If you want to be a friend of me, you have to be a sharing person. So I am not one to steal goods or to step on anyone's toes on who's better than who else. I'm here to show you what I have to offer you. I'm here to share with you what you can do on your own, and how I get my ideas. So if you want to be a friend of me, that is my #1 rule. We share with each other. We are not glutton, and we are not looking to be stepping on each other's heads or toes and not sharing each other's items, their creative ideas, our shops, whatever it is. Okay, so done with that as I preach to you. Look at this beautiful arm. I know it has no embroidery or anything, but this is what do you call that? Oh, velvet. It's a red velvet. It's so soft. Definitely could work as a square of some sort. Yeah, I think we were blessed with having the live ability to go on YouTube, which is free sharing, so we have no right to not share. So just saying. Amen, sister. Believe me, it doesn't hurt that bad to cut, especially when you know you're going to use it for something. Or in my case, I'm sharing it with you guys. This stuff is not for me. I am not a junk journaler. I'm a quilter. If I would use any of these things, it'd be in a quilt. But I'm a supplier to your guys' quilting, crafting needs. So that's my job. I have no guilt of ripping this stuff up. If you can't do it, I will. All right, but look at this embroidered piece. I will be working on this later. I'm just doing arms right now. There we have it. Go to the next one. All right. This one is totally silk. So, hun, what are you doing with lace blouse? Or what are you making? And let me guess, a junk journal. Look at the embroidered pieces on here along with some beaded bling. I'm just working on the arms right now. I'm gonna do this a little bit longer live, but I just wanted to get on, which I've been on, what, a few hours or so. Quit here and spend some time with husband because it is Sunday. That or just probably cut as we're watching TV. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's got these beautiful, it's like a rosy fabric and it's silk and it's got these swirls and stuff in it. It's just gorgeous and soft. Hey, Canada. Yes, it has. Here we go again. I'll repeat myself just for you, my Canadian friend. I am cutting up Bohemian fabrics for Bohemian fabric bundles that are in my shop right now that you can purchase. I'm not sure if you're familiar, if my decorative fabrics that I had as bundles in the shop that sold out like crazy, I'm offering the Bohemian blend. You did not miss out on this video. Once I get off, you can see it from the beginning if you want to. But I'm just sharing with you as I cut and get things ready for those bundles that have already been purchased. There's plenty of there, so you're not missing out. I'm just working on the arms of the pieces and showing you what's going to be in the kit. Since you're back you're in the room new, I kind of can glance through and show you some things that are in that I was cutting as I was talking live. You can kind of see pieces that are in there. It's all total Bohemian. There are some pieces in here that you could say Victorian or even some garden themes pieces. Just kind of, this is what I've cut so far. I got a huge bin right here. I just skimmed the top of it. Just working on the bin here. Kind of just the arms. These are just the arms of the pieces. Hey, where have you been, my Canadian friend? I see your videos, but I haven't chatted with you in a long time. You got your studio all put together. I just recognize who you are. You got your beautiful studio going. But yeah, it's just as a beautiful silk. It's like a rosy silk. Like I said, you can even use this in like Victorian, the silky pieces, or sari silk strips, or that's just gorgeous. Okay. Okay, so like I said, the tops I'm going to work with later. I'm just working on arms right now. But look how beautiful. It's just beautiful pieces that would be cut. Okay. So I even have beautiful fabrics in here too. Look at this limey pieces. This is a scarf. This is a Bohemian scarf. Look how beautiful. I'm not going to cut this because it's in lengths already. That would be later when I do my lengths. Isn't that beautiful? That'll be later. Okay, so if I'm still working with embroidery, let's go to embroidery pieces so you guys can see some more of the embroidery pieces. Here we have another one. It's just beautiful. All these different colors and a ton more sequenced, and gosh, look at this. I know it's maybe a little foggy on my camera, but look at these lines. These are like the men's like aqua ball like pants. It reminds me of like MC Hammer type pants, but it's totally from India. Could you imagine pieces of that? It's totally silk. It's just gorgeous. You can see the lines in it. Oh, you got a new grandbaby. Congratulations, Grandma. Oh, you don't know what's going on in the room. Okay, everything I'm showing you, my dear, is you can get the bundle of everything that I'm showing right now that I'm cutting up. I sell the bundles in the shop. It is it's like between 8 and 10 ounces of weight because you're, from Canada, so I can adjust that weight so it's affordable. But each bundle is $25.50. But you get a variety, and all these are pretty much lightweight, so you get a lot of a variety. Isn't that pretty? They're already available in the shop, so you know my shop already. I know that, so you know where to find me. The listing's already up. I message me before you do, because I can adjust the weight and everything, because most of these, all the kits are the bundles are the same in weight, but they're all sent out in a box. But since you're international, I could put it in a package to save you on the weight option. You know what I mean? Kind of saves you. It doesn't matter in the United States because this is the same rate, but when it comes to international, it has a tendency to make that rate go from what, you know, $15 to $23, you know, when it comes to shipping. Okay, so I'm just working on the arms right now, but look at, someone's gonna get that beautiful embroidered piece, you know. It's just pretty, beautiful piece. And it's on this beautiful blue fabric. It's like a chiffon style. So I'm going to lift it up. Even that beautiful fabric is just beautiful. I know it's going to be kind of foggy, and I'm trying to show you guys beautiful blue. It's like the lighting is just not showing it. It's just this beautiful deep blue with chiffon. It's like a silky fabric. But that is going in the kit. So I separated the silk solids and the like sack. I might throw in a handful just because they're very lightweight, but you might be able to use them for something. Just saying. Yeah, just message me, hun. Each bundle's different, so sure. If I measure this piece, just this piece, because this is just the arm of that dress. The dress is so much bigger. See what I mean? There's other blue and purple pieces in here. But just this piece here is like, this one's 10 by, this is 10 by 8. 10 by 8. It's just that arm. This is an arm piece, that's why. All right, so I'm going to do the insides later. I'm just working on the arms. Yep, each piece is going to be different in size in these bundles. Right now I'm just working on the arms, but wait to see the fabric of this one. It's gorgeous. This is the bottom of that dress. You guys see that? These had a pair of pants that match. Okay, here's the pants. Here's these pants. Look at these pants. They're big fluffy pants. You can see there's the border that matched it. This looks like this was the complete outfit. This would be in that kit as well. That bundle. I keep calling it a kit. Sorry, guys. But the fabric at the top, look at the swirls. And then the colors are beautiful. So there'll be some fabrics like that. All right, so I'm cutting the arms like I said I would. Hold this up. So there's one arm. And I hope you guys, when you go to your local craft store or Goodwill, you can find things like this. Cut them up like this. Like I said, I go along the seam line like this. So I save as much as I can for each piece. I'm going to use my not so good scissors so I don't ruin my good sharp ones. And I save as much fabric, because watch, here's one arm. If you're new in the room, I can show you again. And I go through where the sewing line is. If you don't know what a seam line is, or it's fine where it was sewn. Go straight up that line. I missed the liner here. We have an inside liner. It seems like the Indian Fabrics has a liner in a lot of it. 'Cause a lot of their items are sheer, lightweight, especially probably because of the climate and all that. Okay, so this is the inside of just the arm. So look at the piece. Isn't that beautiful? So I just clean up this area. I always take out the backings. Look at there, Kristen. I found some more snippets for you. If I open up that seam line. Look at that snippet. Save that for Kristen or Gail. So I take out the inside fabrics. I want to save as much weight as I can for your guys' bundles. I want you to have more decorative pieces than solid pieces. So I'm going to take out that solid liner. This one's like a cotton blend. And save this, which is not too sheer. See, my hand's behind it. But it's beautiful yet. Thank you. They're available to you too, my dear. Like I said, I'm just working on the bundles today. That's what I was just doing. I'm just playing with cutting all my fabrics and getting them ready for the bundles. But totally beaded, applique, lace, 25 bucks. I mean, you can't beat that for an almost 10-ounce package, which provides a lot of a variety of different selections. All right, so I'll do the dress part later. So then, yeah, I have other solid, pieces here. This went with one of the dresses, tops. This is a cotton fabric blend. It's got like these greens and stuff like that in it. I will cut those up later. And then I have, like I said, I already showed you the solid, not solid, but this design bottom, which is like a silk. And then I've already showed you these. It's so crazy. These are pants that came with those tops of those bohemian tops. Look at that. And that is crazy to me. But they can't wear pants, so it almost looks like a skirt when the legs are put together. It almost looks like a whole like dress. So I can see why. So it's like women pants kind of thing. All right, so I have a ton of scarves. I still need to go through because they have some beautiful applique pieces in. So this will be later because this is not arms or dresses or anything. But they got these beautiful applique pieces. And this is totally silk. So I'll do silk scarves later. So then I have this beautiful, another applique piece. It's another one of their dresses. You can see it's the bottom wrap. It's got this beautiful pale pink and peaches, which is, like I said, perfect. It's universal pretty much. Definitely bohemian, but yeah, you can use this Victorian as well. It's just gorgeous. This one doesn't have arms because it's a wrap, so I will work with that one later. I'm just working with arms right now. All right, here's another one of the tops. So, okay, so this one's green, obviously. And then the boarded trim is this here. Ooh, beautiful silky feeling. See there, it's like silky. It's got these beautiful roses and some beaded along with it's like a square pattern silk on the green and these little sequin pieces. Hi, hon. Anyways, so I'm working on the arms again, and then I'm gonna end here like very soon, probably like 5 minutes. I just want to spend a few hours today. You guys can share with me as I cut these fabrics for the kits that are already sold, bundles that I already sold. I keep calling them kits. They're not kits. They're just bundles of fabrics that are bohemian. And then for the future ones that will sell, my goal is to have at least 100 available. Right now I have 50 listed in the shop available. But I think 12 or 15 already sold, which I got the boxes here, which I'll be filling up here very soon after I get some more pieces. But look at the arm of this one. Isn't that pretty? It's beautiful. So that's just a beautiful piece. Like I said, the silks, they're solid. I put separate. I want to give you guys as much decorative fabrics as possible. Again, there might be some solids, but mostly silks and that are beaded and applique and trimmings like that. A beautiful piece. So like I said, I'm just working on the arms of these dresses, but I just want to at least give you guys a show and tell of what will be in those bundles. So I'm just working on arms. I find arms are so much easier to start with. And then the long lengths gives me an idea of what I can do for the remaining. So my pile is still, I barely touched the top of this thing. This looks like I hit the embroidered pieces right now. So I got this one here, it's like a purple and blue. Okay, Sunshine, how are you? Anytime, just you know where to find me. Let me know if you need me to hold one, because I know they'll sell fast, but there's a lot right now that I guess once I do like a live unboxing, they go faster. Right now, I was just gonna share as I'm cutting them. I have never done that before. I figured I will just share how I do it. So maybe you guys could do it too. I'm just doing the arms, like I said. I salvage as much as I can. Because look at, once I open up an arm, we got a beautiful piece. So I save each piece. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon / evening, depending on where you're at. And congratulations on your new grandbaby, preemie grandbaby that is. And like I said, I'll work on the bottoms later. I'm just working on the arms. Looks like I forgot an arm. Look at that piece. That was one from one of the arms. Isn't that beautiful? All right. Beautiful piece. And their fabrics are so delicate and so just beautiful. I mean, I love the United States and all. We just don't make quality fabrics like we should. And I'm sure some companies will beg to differ. I just, I don't know. I like shopping from a lot of countries just for their fabric pieces because of the quality. Look at there, I got some more snippets for you, Kristen. Isn't those pretty? So here's again, I'll show you guys again. Another opening of an arm. Isn't that beautiful? And the fabric is just beautiful. To finish that later. And like I said, the insides, I just keep collecting them. All right, this one here screams bold. I got all these at the same lot, same person who had gotten rid of them. This seems like their whole entire wardrobe. I imagine it was an estate sale of some sort. Looks like this is the bottoms. Remember those bottoms I showed you guys earlier? Looks like this is the bottoms of that. And here's the bottom. You can see the same color of that dress. Okay, so I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to stop here and then work my way to the living room so that I can spend time with my man. I'm not sure why my Zoom or the quality is not so good. My phone has one image and the video has another, so I'm not sure. I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening, and thank you for joining me. Goodbye. Goodbye, sunshine. I'm not sure who's all in the room right now. I feel like I'm talking out there to the world. I hope you all have a wonderful time and enjoying your weekend.